Alright, we're working on the Falcon again today. We're gonna go ahead and get the brakes redone, master cylinder, lines, new wheel cylinders, hoses, pretty much everything brake-wise on the front. We're gonna get that redone today. We're gonna do the brakes and get new tires on it, and we're gonna change the fuel tank on it, and hopefully by the end of the video we're gonna be able to take it down the road. Let's see if we can get it done. Alright, so we're gonna start trying to get this master cylinder changed. I got a new one. I'm trying to unscrew the lines. Probably gonna end up just putting new lines on it anyway, but I don't want to completely destroy what's on here if I don't have to. So that's what I'm trying to do now. But it looks like they're just gonna round off. So yeah. Alright, so we got the new master cylinder down in there. And we'll get some brake fluid put in it. And we'll go ahead and pump up and go ahead and bleed the master cylinder. I had to break this one off, so I gotta get that out, and I can put that back on and put the other two lines on, but I'm gonna have to get a new line for that side for sure. So we'll get the brake fluid. Alright, so I'm just gonna pump the brake. It'll start priming up. You just keep pumping it till you pretty much got a full pedal. Then the master cylinder is primed. That's basically just a slack in the rod and all, so not too worried about that. Now just got to get that other line. I'm probably going to end up just getting new metal lines, going ahead and completely just redoing the brake system on here. New lines, wheel cylinders, are going to basically completely redo the brake system on this car, because I don't want to be driving and not have brakes. It's not a good feeling. So we got the driver's side tire off, about to pull the drum off. I got the other side off already. When I got the car, I had to break that one loose because it was locked up. I didn't get any video of that, but we're gonna pull this apart so y'all can see this side. This is the front with drum brakes. It was being a 6-cylinder car, it's 4-lug with all 4 drum brakes. So that's just how Ford did it. I'm gonna take the front drums with me tomorrow and turn them and go ahead. I got the new master cylinder on and it's bled. I gotta get new lines, hook it up. Ow. I did exactly what you did. I got the radiator pulled out, the fan off. I gotta change the balancer. That's the inside part, and then this is the outside that the belt goes on. There's a piece of rubber, well, here's part of it here, that goes like that, and that's what supposed to help take the vibrations out of the engine when it's running. So I got one of those ordered. Should have it in about 2 days. I took the front drums with me to work today and turned them this one come out pretty good. The other one was real bad. It's got a groove still in it right here. I got most of it out, but I didn't want to cut it anymore. I just want to try to get some brakes on here just so I can drive it around, mainly in the yard, maybe go down the road, and make sure the transmission actually shifts out. So not trying to do the back ones yet, just going to do the front ones, and so I have some way to stop it. If everything shifts out good, then we'll go ahead and do the back and have all 4 brakes working again. But for now, we're just going to do the front. Alright, so we're going to start building out the brakes on the passenger side here. I had to pretty much rip this side off because the brake shoes had rusted to the drum. So I got the other side still put together. I'm going to use it and just kind of mirror that side basically. So we're going to start put the wheel cylinder in. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the brake line first. Go ahead and build that out, and then I'll start putting the shoes and springs and all that. Alright, so we got a new thermostat housing, new water pump on. I'm about to take the balancer off, what's left of the old balancer. I got the new balancer right here. I'm gonna put it on. Then I'll be able to put the belt back on. I got a radiator ordered. It's supposed to be here about 4 or 5 days, hopefully. So in the meantime, I'm gonna try to get everything else put back together, get the front brakes done, and basically waiting just to put the radiator in, and then we should be able to drive it. Is what I'm hoping for. So let's get to pulling this balancer off. Alright, so I got that tight. So I can put water pump pulley back on. Alright. Alright, so we got new balancer on, got the new water pump, new thermostat housing. I got the new belt on there. I got to loop the transmission lines back into themselves so you don't just pump fluid out. And I want to go ahead and change the oil. And then I should be able to crank it again and see if the alternator's charging. And then I can get back to working on the brakes. Alright, so I got the passenger side brakes done. I gotta go get some grease the wheel bearings, and I can set the drum on there and adjust the shoes out. And this side will be done, then we'll go to the other side. Alright, so I got the driver's side done as well. I'm just gonna plug this port right here. This is for the back brakes. I haven't done anything with them. I don't really want to use the factory line. I mean, it's right there. I could put it in, but I don't know what all is in there. It's probably, I just don't want to use that. I'm going to put all new line and all, but for right now, I just want to make sure it shifts out, so we're just doing front brakes for now. I'm going to get a plug to put in there. We got one of the tires in today. Went ahead and put it on. I still got to wash the blue off the white stripe, but that's basically how it's going to be. All of them. I somewhat kind of wire wheeled them, the rims, and painted it. It's like a black metallic something. The rims I couldn't really get cleaned up. They were pitted real bad, but at least it's not like rust color anymore. It's some kind of paint on it, but I think it looks good. I got this door opening and closing really good, literally, and that's it, and it's latched. See, what's that again? Oh shit. Just have it, and I can literally push right there, and it latches, and that's it. Well, we just got back with more parts for the Falcon. Got a new fuel tank. All right, so we're about to drop the tank in there. It's not perfectly cleaned out, but I don't have the time to really clean this out right now. I'm just trying to get it going. We'll come back and do body work and all later. So we're gonna throw the tank in here. All right. Got the tank in. Gotta get the holes kind of lined up. Gotta put the hose back onto the vent line. Then for the filler neck, some of these screws weren't in the greatest shape, so I'm not gonna try to reuse them. I'm just gonna stick the best looking ones in. Get a few of those in and try to get it centered. That one, I don't like the way it looks. Or that one. Or that one. That one looks okay. Just throw it down then, why don't you? Let's see. Put that on there. Slide it down. Just get the top on. Alright, it's on. So now all I gotta do, get up under it. We'll hook the wire for the sending unit up and hook the fuel line up to it. Then I gotta flush the line. So I may go ahead and do that first. Just flush the line through on it and hook it up, put gas in it, and everything should work. Alright, so that's what we're working on. I gotta get this old piece of hose off. We'll stick hose on there, and then this literally just pushes on just like that. So I got that pushed on. All right, I'm gonna get this old hose off. Alright, so we got the fuel line hooked up back here and the sending unit wire hooked up. Now we can put gas in it and hook the line back up on the fuel pump, which won't take just a second to do that. And then we should be good on that. Fuel system should be pretty much done. Hopefully the fuel gauge works now. Be nice to have something with the gauge work. Just gotta go get some gas. Also have to put this line on for the choke. Right here, it goes from here and then goes down to this hole on the manifold right there. That's for the thermostatic choke. As the exhaust heats up, the choke opens up more. That's how that works out. Once I get that hooked up, I have to actually adjust the choke. I'll get that figured out once I get that line made. But we're getting closer. So we got the new radiator for the Falcon. I ended up having to go with an all aluminum radiator. I really wanted to go with the original one, but I just couldn't find one. This is the only one I could really find that was decent price and actually had the output or the bottom hose on the right side. Most of them were on this side, which is for the V8 cars, but the straight 6 cars, they're on opposite sides. So I'm about to slide it in there and go ahead and get it bolted up. Go ahead and start getting the hoses and all on it, and we'll be one step closer. Alright, so we got the Falcon put together, we got the radiator in, it's running good. I'll see if we can take it down the road, make sure the transmission shifts out. If the transmission shifts out, then we're up to it and start driving it. Going down the road slowly, but we're going. Down the road, went about a mile or two down the road in the Falcon today. It did shift to second, shifted to third. Shifting to third is a little slow. You may have to look into that later down the road. It probably needs a fluid change and change the filter and all. Look at doing that. But other than that, it runs good. It shifted out, so hopefully we'll be able to start driving it a little bit, just seeing how it does. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Keep up with what's going on. We got the Falcon we're working on. We got the Genesis we're working on. We got some dirt track racing videos coming out soon. Probably in the next week or two. Got a really good dirt track race coming out.